you have that friend who, like, you know, whenever it's convenient, they're like, I live in Jersey, but without traffic, 20 minutes away.
Oh, that's the biggest
Guess
one.
what? There's always traffic.
Yep.
And then guess what? When you need something from them, they're like, I'm in Jersey. I'm an hour and a half away.
Oh, great point.
I thought you were 20 minutes away without traffic.
Point. Yes. It's that whole thing, like that Seinfeld episode where she's like...
Is that Winnie in traffic? You're just pulling her up.
20 minutes. Where they go, hey, they got the ski equipment. And she's like, here you go. And she's like, I'm 3 blocks from my house. And the girl's like, the other lady's like, yay, 3 blocks, easy walk. And she's like, yeah, but you could just drive me. And she's like, but it's 3 blocks. And the other girl goes, yeah, it's 3 blocks. And now they're fighting over 3 blocks. But it's a great point because it's like, yeah, it's 3 blocks, just walk. Yeah, but it's 3 blocks, so just drive. So they just...
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the drive side because she's like, well, if I go up 3 blocks, I got to turn 18 one ways and all that. But it's like, which one is it? Is it really 3 blocks? It's so easy, or is it not 3 blocks? It's so easy. So it's kind of a philosophical debate. But yeah, it's
There's
so
a lot
true.
of philosophical debates on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
You know what I was just listening to is I was listening to Julia Louis-Dreyfus podcast, and
She has a podcast?
she's a pod, and I only listened to the first 10 minutes because someone sent it to me, like, you should hear this because it's about making a show, and she talks about how progressive Seinfeld was for its time because she talks about the contest episode, and she was like, man, I felt so lucky to be on that show because, you know, they do this masturbation bet. I know, but like every other, like, first off, it was edgy to get that on NBC.
100%.
They never say the word masturbation, but they get it on TV. Where it takes a leap is like, she goes, okay, any other sitcom of its time would have made the bet about Elaine. It would have been like, she walks in wearing something slutty, and all the guys are like, you think we can not jack off? But Seinfeld, she's like, Seinfeld's so ahead of its time that they included Elaine in the bait. In the bait. Masturbate and bet. I combined the two.
Right.
They include her in the bet, and now they give her odds, right?
Yes,
she's a woman.
of course.
But it's like, you know,
that great Kramer delivery. She's like, well, I do it too. And he goes, not every day. Milkshake in his throat. So good.
No, it was, she's cool. I love her.
Oh, I'm a huge, put her on the dream guest list.
Well, that's the dead wall.
No, sorry, wrong wall. Put her on the dream guest list, you know?
He's also dead. Polly Walnuts.
There you go. All right.
By the way, she's making a bid for greatest comedy actor of all time. If you think about all of her shows,
completely.
Fucking
I
SNL.
don't think there's, if we're talking like, is there an argument? 3 shows? She won an Emmy?
Yeah.
By the way, that episode won an Emmy. The contest won an Emmy. Huh. But yeah, Veep is incredible. She's amazing in Veep. She's a
Veep
she was on
so
SNL.
The
as
News
well.
Stories of Old Christine. She won Emmys for that.
Yeah, she's a powerhouse.
Veep is fucking incredible.
It's a joke a minute.
Yeah.
It's so good. And it was doing political before political was like all the rage.
Did political in a very, like, we're all full of shit type of way.
Yes.
That's the right way to do political
That's a good
comedy.
angle. No side pick, just it's all bullshit.
We're all out for ourselves. We're all trying to fuck there's something really funny about everyone trying to fuck everyone over at all times.
Oh, 100%.
Even within her own camp, they're trying to fuck each other over.
Yeah, which is kind of realistic. That's kind of how everybody's working.
Oh, yeah, because everyone's terrified.
Yes.
Everyone's terrified to lose their job.
Exactly. Speaking of political, we got a fun guest. What was it?
Not bad to look at either.
And a very underrated hot lady.
Yeah.
But she's an underrated hot lady because she didn't ever lead with it.
Right.
Because she was so much more than that. I mean, she's so funny.
Led with the talent. I mean, she did have a giant wall of hair in the 90s for some reason.
I don't know whose idea. It's so funny. We watched that and we're like, that wasn't good
for anybody. I guess Jerry had the same hair. He had that big floof.
The poof.
Yeah, the big curly poof.
Did you pull up the Portland Seinfeld pictures? If it was done in Portland.
Oh, I've never seen that. Look at that wall. I mean, it's a beehive of hair.
Yeah, it's not the best. I mean, she's got such a pretty face.
I know.
What? I was on Colbert with her. I didn't get to meet her. Yeah, I wish I got to meet her. I never.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to bother another guest.
Also, Julie Louis, rich kid, still talented. So it kind of puts that whole thing to bed. You got to be from the streets and depressed and all that shit. I guess you can still be depressed if you're rich, but you know what I mean.